Hello everyone and welcome to KidSite 2, the web page. I'm Brian.
I'm Pete.
He's videotaping. And today we are going to do an arts and crafts project with you. So today, you could see a little bit earlier today, I made this wonderful totem pole. Now, the only things that you are going to need to make a totem pole would be either a toilet paper roll, maybe a paper towel roll, like this guy right here. Maybe the insides of the paper towel roll. You don't want to get the paper towels. You'll need a glue stick or some glue, some tape if you don't have any glue, some markers of some sort. I am using Sharpie markers. You could use crayons, you could use markers, you could use colored pencils, you could use pens, you could use whatever you like. Whatever you have, you can use. And then you need a couple pieces of construction paper. You see I've already used a little piece of this one, so you could use some recycled ones if you like. Now this is a very easy craft, it just takes a little bit of time to do. So I have this nice big totem pole right here, and today I'm going to show you how to make just a little totem pole, alright? So the first thing that you need to do is you need to measure up the construction paper with the actual totem pole. So what you'll do is you just wrap the paper around, and you see how much paper you need. So we only really need just a little bit. You only want to wrap it around one time. You'll also need some scissors, so make sure that you get your parents' approval or your guardian's approval that you can use them, or you have some nice child-safe scissors. So, let's see, that looks about to be right, so we're just going to cut down. And you can cut all the way through if you like. And then we're only going to need just to the bottom of this, so we'll cut right to the bottom. Alright, so for our little totem pole, this is all we need so far. Alright? Now before you glue it on, before you tape it on, before you do whatever you like, what you want to do is you'll want to draw some faces. Alright? Now this is a tiny totem pole, so we're only going to draw a couple faces on this. So Pete drew the bottom half of the totem pole. I like his drawings. I drew the top half of them. So you can see they're nice and different, so you don't have to be perfect on everything that you do. All you have to do is just have a little bit of creativity. Alright? Pretty cool? What do you think, Pete?
Nice.
So far, so good?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Now that you've seen all our faces, what I'm going to do is you want to make sure to have this right in the middle. Alright? The first thing that you could do is take maybe a red marker. We'll only do two faces on this. So we'll take the red marker and we'll just make a line right down the middle. Alright? The reason we're going to make a line right down the middle is so that we can see how large the faces need to be. Alright? So for the first face, I'm going to do a little bit of a little triangle for this eye and a triangle for that eye, like that. So far. A little bit of a nose like this. Use a different color to maybe he's going to be looking down on the side over there. And we're going to make him have a nice big grin. Alright, and then maybe we'll use like that on the side right here. We'll make some squiggly lines. Go up. Squiggly lines to go down. So now he's got some ears. We can color him in. Doesn't have to be perfect. If you're a perfectionist, though, by all means.
A perfectionist?
A perfectionist. Alright, now let's do the next one. The next one we're going to make some eyes like this. We'll use this purple. Be looking straight ahead. And remember, it could be fun. You could use whatever you like. You don't have to use our guidelines. You could do whatever you want. We'll give him a big upside down triangle. I guess that would be called an inverted triangle. Right there. And for a mouth, we're going to give him a red mouth. And for his mouth, we're going to give him a beak. A red beak. And we're going to draw it, and we're going to color it in with this little peach color over here. Alright, so now that we got our totem pole, what you'll want to do is take your glue stick, alright, roll that up there. Then you can flip this over, and you just take the glue stick right to the back of the paper. So right like that. All right, just do a couple lines all the way on the back. So now you can see that we have glue lined up all on that side. And then you just take your toilet paper roll or your paper towel roll, whatever you have, and you just try to line it up right evenly right on the middle. Press down a little bit, making sure that it stays. And then you'll just fold one side up like this. And then you could, make sure that stays on there. And then you could just roll the other side right under there. All right. Now, if you have a little overlap like this, it's going to work because it's not going over my faces. So that could stay there. Or if it's too much overlap, what you could do is just take your scissors and you could just cut it right off. Then we still got some glue there. So we make sure it's like that. So far, we have our little mini totem pole. Next, what you want to do, you see these nice little wings and everything that I have going on over here? What you'll do is you'll take another piece of construction paper. You can make some little triangles like this guy up here. You can cut them. These are nice wings that I chopped out. I drew on it first, and I chopped some wings out. Made these little cool shapes here, and then just drew some funky designs on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut out a little bit of a rectangle. All right. And then I'm going to cut it in half one more time. And I'm going to cut it in half because I want it to be on both sides of it. All right. And then I'm going to just make a crazy shape however I like that. And then maybe throw this little shape in there. And get creative. Try to do a little bit different. So we're going to have that guy right there on that side. And then what I want to do is the same thing on the other side. But remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're an artist. So you get to decide what it looks like. That's the cool thing about art. That you get to decide what it looks like. Because it's yours. Right, Pete? Mm-hmm. That's right. All right. So now we have our little hands or our little waves or whatever you like to call them. They're pretty close, matched up. Now, what I like to do, if you take a look at the back of this totem pole that I have right here, I just folded this little piece. So take a look at this. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this piece, I'm just going to fold it back a little bit. All right? And I'm going to fold it back so then when I put it on here, it could sit and I'll just glue it right to it. So, take my glue, just go right on the edge right there, and I put it right up on there. Now I want to make sure that the little flap isn't facing forward. All right, you want to make it so it looks flush. And flush means that it's pressed right up against it with no overlap or nothing else showing. All right, now if you don't have, see now this guy's got it's a little bit heavy on my wing over here. So I wanted to tape it just to make sure that it stays. All right, if it's something light though, we'll do it on this side. You don't really have to worry too much because it'll be fine. So we get this guy, put him right there. And then you got yourself a little guy like that. Now maybe we want to do one more little shape right on the bottom. So I'm going to take a nice quick one. We're going to make a line onto it. And then maybe what I'll do is just make some squiggly lines. This is a little bit tough to do, but once you get it down, you're good to go. So let's make another one on this side. So this is going to take probably about 10 or 15 minutes, depending on how tall or how big that you want your totem pole. So I'm going to glue that guy right on the bottom right there. Forget where my glue stick was. I'm going to glue that guy there. And then you just glue another one wherever you like. Now, for the base, the tough part is maybe what you put on your totem pole is a little bit heavy, so it can get top heavy and fall over. If you have some popsicle sticks, what you could do is glue the popsicle sticks right to the bottom. So if this was a popsicle stick, you just glue it right to the bottom, and then it'll stay right on there, just like that. If you don't have a popsicle stick, maybe if you have some good construction paper, what you could do is you could glue it right to the bottom, so then it has a base, just like this guy. I taped that right on the inside. Just tape it right in there, and then it'll sit. And then you'll have yourself a nice little totem pole. You see how it's leaning a little bit? That's because that's there. So that was our craft for the day. I hope you had a great time here on KidSite 2, the webpage. Have a great day.
Bye.